lang, obviously with CTR as a whole, kung sino ho ang CTR, pinaka-negosyo ho natin. Ang CTR ho is an OEM company. Basically, sila po ang nagma-manufacture for original car vehicles, sila Hyundai Kia. So, they started in 1952, pero sa market ho natin, parang nasa 40 years pa lang ho sila. Dito sa Lucena, they were only introduced a few years back, hindi ho ganun ka-aggressive. Kami ho, sabi ho ni Ma'am Marlene kanina, kami na dito nung 2 years ago to promote CTR and ilan lang ho yung nakabalik para umaten. Now, si CTR po is a global business. Malaki ho itong company na to. They are based in Korea and obviously po makikita natin, we are associated with many of the networks, 8 affiliates, 6 office, R&D centers, and 43 OEMs. Sino-sino ho kaya kayo? OEM na yun, no? Now, to really give a good idea lang po, ito ho yung ating business overall. Sa likod ho ba? Medyo concerned ako sa likod. Nakikita ho po ba sa likod? Okay lang ho? Okay. So, makikita ho natin, ito yung mga business ni CTR. So, meron ho kasi tayong timeline where CTR was started lang po, tapos yung bawat taon niya, meron ho mga major development. But this one po, bibigyan lang ho natin na mabilis dahil medyo marami na ho to. So, in 1994, they are the very first who started OEM exportation. Bali, ito ho, nagpapadala na ho sila ng mga pyesa overseas. Skip na ho natin to. Bali, to give a good idea na lang po, pe-play ko na lang ho itong video natin. Okay po ba? Sa likod. Yung mga nag-ML, pababa mo na lang po muna. Ayun, nahuli ko na. Ito po.
Our innovations create your values. Our technologies move your heart. And our products make your life richer. We invite you to the world of inspiration, created by the global auto parts manufacturer, Central. It's been 40 years. We have written uniquely passionate and challenging history. With 8 affiliated companies, including Central Motec, Central DTS, Central CMS, and Central LTX, we're becoming a true auto parts expert, operating regional offices in China and the United States, and expanding our business to the distribution of raw materials and eco-friendly energy. Continuing its record-breaking growth with over 100 patents in Korea and overseas, with being selected as GM's outstanding partner for 4 years in a row, and with being Hyundai and Kia Motors' outstanding new technology development partner. Central is advancing to be the world-leading auto parts manufacturer. There are thousands of parts that go into building an automobile. And just like the number of parts, there are many parts manufacturers. But we stand out from our competition. From the history of Korea's first localized steering parts, to incomparable ball joints with unmatched global market share, suspension parts, including Korea's first forged aluminum arms, drive shafts that lead the eco-friendly market with advanced technologies, and even to engine parts. Central products are created using our extensive know-how and technologies, And these products are the very reason why Central continues to be the world-leading auto parts manufacturer. Using optimal engineering and standardized technologies, we strive for new technologies and methods to introduce lighter and safer products to the world. Preliminary simulations are conducted in every process, from raw materials to shipment. And our integrated manufacturing process maximizes our efficiency. Each product is tested and measured using state-of-the-art equipment for higher precision. And Central's error-proof system for detecting small errors invisible to the human eye ensures impeccable global quality. Through these efforts, Central has earned much-deserved recognition for its competitiveness from Korean automobile manufacturers such as Hyundai and Kia Motors, as well as American and European brands. Central's recognition for outstanding technology and quality in OEM markets extends to aftermarket industries as well. Neo CTR is an affiliate company which specializes in the export of aftermarket products to promote the brand values of Central while reaching out to our customers. In collaboration with over 20 partners in Yongsan Auto Valley, in Changnyeong, Neo CTR manufactures auto parts with the identical quality as OEM parts quickly and efficiently. Neo CTR supplies over 3,000 trustful made-in-Korea products to over 300 buyers from all around the world, even from the hottest deserts and the coldest regions. We aim to go beyond CSM 88 and achieve CSM 45. Central's endless efforts to achieve faster delivery. It is our dedication to present a better tomorrow. We prepare better quality of life and better future. We believe that mutual trust among us reaches to our customers, so all our employees unite as one through communication and harmony. We believe that human resources are the key to the future. We share our profits under the belief that harmony is the key to true growth. A green company that listens to the voices of our planet and life. Now, we are pursuing a greater dream. Because we know that imagination will become a reality and lead us to the future. We are never fully satisfied with our achievements as we continue one innovation after another. With the capacity for executing governmental projects over the past 20 years at our R&D center, we will make smart automobiles, leading the smart era, and protect the natural environment of our precious planet. With leading technologies, quality, and human resources, Central will join the global top 100 auto parts manufacturers by 2020. Until that day, we will continue to pave new ways with our infinite dedication. Innovative.
Yan. Dito ho sa ating presentation, 1952, ulitin ko lang po, no? The company started 1952. They are actually 72 years the company na po natin ngayon. As you would see, si CTR po dati Nag-launch po sila ng brand in 1994 as the CTR po. Pero before po sila ang gumagawa rin. Are you familiar with the Johnson brand o kaya ang GMB? Na mga suspension and steering? GMB. Tsaka sa Johnson po na brand. Kung may naabutan ho tayo dito. Yes, sir. Si Johnson and GMB po dati, sila po ay nagpapagawa para kay CTR. Kasi wala po silang factory. Dahil si CTR po ay isang global OEM, they produce Ford OEM. Sino nga po ba yung OEM na yon? Ito ang recent na global network nila. Ito ho yung kanilang listahan ng mga customer. So ito ho mga nakikita ho nating car logo na to. Pag lumabas ho sa kasa o manufacturing plant nila, naka-indicate po CTR ang kanilang mga pang-ilalim. Hindi ho lahat, hindi 100%. Pwede ho yung isang ball joint lang, pwede yung stabilizer link or tie rod and control arm, ganun lang ho. But, these are the customers of CTR. Ano lang ho hindi natin nakikita dito? Toyota. Sige, mamaya di-discuss ho natin bakit wala si Toyota, no? Pero, sa tingin nyo, okay na ho po ba to para sa isang Korean company na nag-a-accommodate ng ganitong klaseng brand? Di ba ho? Lalo na ho ito, bagong-bago ho to. Tapos sa mga electric vehicles po, sila na rin ang majority supplier. So, in case of our production, kung ano yung mga sinusupply ni CTR, ito ho siya. Makikita ho natin si Hyundai, Kia, almost 100% sila ho ang nagsusupply. Pero nagbabago ho yan. Yearly nagbabago ho siya based sa demand. Ngayon si Hyundai Kia sobrang aggressive. Sino nakakapansin na ang daming ngayon daming sasakyan ngayon ni Hyundai, di ba? Ang daming lumalabas. RSM po, ito ho ay sa Korea. Ito ay Renault Samsung Motors. Sa kanila ho lang to. GM, of course, familiar naman ho tayo sa mga Chevy. Ford, yan. Mas sikat po ang mga stabilizer link ng Ford. Pero hindi ho Ford ang nakalagay. Hindi ho CTR ang nakalagay sa Ford na mga stabilizer link. Tama o kaya sa mga ball joint. Pumoko. Of course. So, full disclosure, meron ho kasi tayo mga kontrata sa kanila. They cannot fully disclose kung sino ang manufacturing nila. And they have a certain standard kung ano lang po ang pwede i-produce ni CTR. So kung sinabi ni Ford, ganito ang gusto kong level at kaya mo, pero kailangan pangalan ko, hindi pangalan ni CTR. Di ba ho? Ganun ho ang kanilang business negotiation para ho ma-accommodate yung ating demand globally. Parehas ho dito sa ibang mga brand. Now, CTR is also accommodating high-end cars, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Volvo. So, yan po ang mga customer ni CTR. Okay ho ba? Pero, ang wala lang ho talaga dito ay Toyota. Sakit, no? Number 1 si Toyota sa buong mundo, pero wala sa amin. Mamaya, discuss ko mo bakit. Pero sa amin po, si CTR at si 35, may common ground ho sila. May denominator ho sila. Parehas. So, we will discuss that as well. Now, yun po ang OE business. Yun po ang original equipment business nila. So, ulitin ko. Pag lumabas sa kasa ang mga sasakyan ni CTR, na mga car brands, tendency po CTR naka-equip sa kanila. Mapa-ball joint, stabling, tie rod and control arm. So, hindi lang ho namin alam in full application kung ano ho yun. But, the brands that you saw, yung po yung mga gumagamit ng CTR. Okay? Now, ang pag-uusapan naman ho kasi natin dito is what we are wearing right now, yung CTR itself. Ito ho yung ginagamit natin sa mga machine shop. Ito ho yung nabibili natin sa EER Auto Supply. So, of course, we'd like to acknowledge na sa dami ho ng pyesa ng mga under chassis. Of course, ball joint, control arm, stabling, outer tie rod, inner tie rod. Ito ho, sa power terrain business ho kasi natin, hindi ho ganun kalaki to. Wala ho tayo dito sa Philippines. But we also produce majority of these parts para po sa ibang mga brand, mga high-end cars. propeller shop, and drive shop. Now, the aftermarket, ito na ho. The same level ho ng OEM business is the same as aftermarket. Ibig sabihin, ang R&D center ng OEM is actually sharing the same facility ng aftermarket. So, isa lang ho ang bahay nila in terms of research and development. Ito ho ay advantage ng CTR kasi majority in the business po, bihira ho ang meron R&D center. Bihira ho. Sa dami hong kontrata, sa dami hong nagpo-produce ng sasakyan ng mga car brands, ng mga Hyundai, Kia or other brands, kailangan na ho, isa sa mga requirements nila is to have a R&D center. Now, we are actually number 1 in certain countries po. Mostly ito po ay ang Russia, Myanmar, Ecuador, UAE. Ito po yung mga market na malalakas po si CTR. Now, considering etong mga bansa na to, number 1 na ho tayo dito sa Philippines. Sino po number 1 sa inyo? Yung totoo. 555. Okay lang naman ho. Wala naman ho talaga kami magagawa doon. Siyang tunay ho. Di ba? Pero, nabalitaan ho kasi din namin na medyo umaano na rin ho si 35. Na nagkakaroon na rin ho sila ng mga ganito. Bumibisita na rin sila sa mga tindahan because of sa mga ginagawa na rin namin. Naguguluhan na rin sila ho sa amin. So, we'd like to take this opportunity again. Of course, na enforce namin yung alam namin sa inyo para at least you have a clear understanding kung sino po si CTR. Yan. So, these are our customers. 300 aftermarket customers in 100 countries. So, ito po makikita natin in 8 continents, Europe, Africa, Middle East, Russia, North America, Latin America, and Australia. Lahat po yan meron hong account si CTR. Para po sa suot ho natin na brand. Okay? Now, in terms of SKU, sa dami ho ng SKU, more than 10,000 plus SKU na ho ang CTR. Yearly, nagde-develop po sila ng close to 1,000 or more. Ang wala lang ho sa amin dito ngayon sa Philippine market ay etong shock absorber, pati po ang brake pad and brake disc. Hindi ho kami nag-o-offer dito sa Philippine market at the moment. Wala ho. Meron lang ho tayong suspension sa stabilizer link, control arm, bushing, and ball joint. Sa steering po, tie rod and rack end. Yan lang ho ang ino-offer natin. Now, kung may makita man ho sila na meron na ho sa market ng shock absorber at may CTR, hindi ho sa amin ho yun. Peggy ho yun. Katulad ho nung nangyari nung nakaraan sa World Trade, may nahuli ho na nagbebenta ho ng CTR. Pati po ang 3.5. So be aware po, meron na ho kumakalat. Pati si 3.5 pinipeke po. Okay, nabalita ho to. Saan ano yun, ma'am? ABS-CBN. Makikita ano ho yun, ni-raid. Si 3.5 pa po, yung mismong supplier nila sumugod. Pagdating ho nila sa booth, nakita ho may CTR din na binibenta, pati 3.5. Ang lapit ho ng mga box, lahat hawig na hawig, pero hindi ho sila authorized na magbenta. Kasi ang selected lang ho ang pwede magbenta ng 3.5, tsaka na ang CTR dito sa Philippine market. Okay? So kanina sabi ko, bakit kaya walang Toyota si CTR? Bakit hindi kami ang nagsusupply kay Toyota? No? At tapos, ang pinakasikat pa dito sa Pilipinas, pagdating sa suspension and steering, si 3.5. Sa nakasanayan ho natin na pyesa, automatic ho ba si 3.5 na lang hinahanap talaga? Sa budget, sir. Budget constraint. Okay. Pero sa mga mechanics o sa ibang shop owners ho, kunyari recommendation nila, usually ano ho ang bukang bibig natin? 555. 555. Sige po. Mas maganda po yung honesty tayo dito. Sir, may pagkain pa tayo doon kung gusto natin. Pwede tayo mag-take out. Yan. So, kung sakali, alam naman ho namin talaga 3.5. Kahit saan ho kami pumunta, sa dami na ho namin seminar na nagawa, mapa Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, Diyos ko, lahat to sabi 3.5. Wala ho talaga may tatago. Kaya ho namin gusto malaman to dahil we'd like to really know the audience ng 3.5. Kasi ang hirap po. Dahil ang customer namin, majority, hinahanap si 3.5. Pero anong sasakyan? Majority din ho. Di ba ho, para lang din sa Japanese. Para kay Toyota, madalas. Para kay Mitsubishi. Tama ho. Sa amin ho kasi ang market namin, Korean. Doon ho talaga kami malakas. Pero gusto ho namin palakasin, of course, ang Toyota namin, ang mga Japanese. Makikita ho natin dito, sa application range ho natin, sa pagpapagawa ho ni CTR, pinakamalaking concentration ho nila ay para kay Toyota. Para ho sa Hyundai, ang laki ho ng difference. 21% ang production o application range ng Toyota compare sa Hyundai. Kahit ho si CTR, they acknowledge the presence of Toyota globally. Now, in terms dito sa Pilipinas, regional, ang common denominator lang ho namin ni 3.5 tsaka ni CTR. Pagdating ho sa Toyota, we are actually a replacement lang ho. Replacement lang ho. Sino naniniwala ho dito na si 3.5 ay genuine? 50-50. Iba yun, sir. Pag nagpa-class ka, sir, pag kunyari, bago sasakyan, makikita nyo ho ba na 3.5 ba nakalagay? Di ba? Replacement. Pero meron ho kasi mga naniniwala na original part C, 3.5. Hindi ho. Replacement lang din ho sila na maganda ang pagkakagawa. Na-associate lang po sila sa genuine kasi ho sa kanilang kaparehas sa original. Pero minsan ho, sinasabi na lang din ho na mga, ito, hindi ko alam correct me if I'm wrong sa mga mekaniko ho rin kasi nanggagaling yan. Recommendation ng mga mechanic. And we understand, syempre kung ano mas maganda makakapagpaluwag sa trabaho, doon ho tayo. But we like to consider etong production ng CTR. Even po sa kanila, they acknowledge Toyota is a global leading brand. Kaya nga ho, mas malaki ang porsyento ng ginagawa ng CTR kumpara sa kanilang sariling sasakyan. Isipin nyo ho, Toyota, Nissan, kahit nga ho ang Nissan 1%, mas malaki pa ho sa Kia na 10% lang. Honda, mas malaki, Honda and Mitsubishi na dyan po, production. Ibig sabihin, alam nila ang business ng mga Japanese vehicle globally. Di ba po? Kami naman ho kasi, as an OE manufacturer, maganda na ho ang negosyo ng CTR. Maganda na ho talaga. Kasi meron na ho silang Audi, meron na ho silang Tesla, BM, pero hindi ho kasi ganun ho yun. Kasi they believe na kaya din ho nila tapatan yung mga aftermarket brand. So, kaya ho, meron tayong ganito. Pagdating ho sa Toyota, si CTR, si 3.5, parehas lang ho silang replacement. Ang advantage ng CTR, kami ho ay may OEM background. Meron ho kaming R&D center, at meron ho kaming negosyo na gagaling sa mga Europe, American brands. Diba? Maganda ho yung portfolio, maganda ho yung catalog namin. Sa 3.5 po, ano ho po bang, saan po ba siya kilala lang? Diba? Dito lang naman, matibay, maganda. Pero pag sinabi ho natin genuine, wala naman po tayo masasabi, di ba? Kung sakali. Talagang maganda lang po talaga pagkakagawa sa kanya. Tama? Pwede ho kayo tumanggi, kung hindi ho kayo sangayon sa akin. Yan. So, okay na ho tayo rin eh. Now, of course, one of the emphasis na gusto ni CTR is of course the manufacturing prowess ho niya, yung kapasidad niya na mag-produce ng mga pyesa. Dito ho makikita natin yung incoming inspection hanggang machining and assembly. Dalawa, may mga factory ho kasi ang CTR. Meron ho tayong Korea and meron din ho tayong Vietnam. Some parts nanggagaling ho ng Korea, some parts are nanggagaling ho ng Vietnam. Para ho magkaintindihan, si Korea ho kasi meron certain, mas mahal ho sa kanila pag pinapadala dito sa Pilipinas. But, sa Vietnam ho kasi mas mura. Why? Kasi ho doon sa kanila economics. Plus, Mas maganda po ang labor kasi sa Vietnam. Di ba ho? Ganun lang ho yun. Pero, ang standard ho ng production nila, parehas lang ho. Hindi ho nagbabago. Wala hong pinagbago kahit mapa-China o ano pa ho yan. Parehas lang ho ang standard ng isang OEM business. Okay? Now, this is one of the target na gusto na mangyari. Sa lahat ng production line, zero defect. Ibig sabihin, pag lumabas ho sa manufacturing yan, wala ho tayong defecto. So tuloy-tuloy lang. Nagkakaroon lang ho kami ng issue sa stocks, but ito ho ang target talaga ng CTR. Zero defect. So kung kunyari meron ho tayong naranasan, nabili ho kay EER at tingin nyo ay may defect, pwede nyo ibalik at masabi ho baka may problema. Sir Enrico would contact the supplier itself and they would contact CTR para i-undergo ng testing. Di ba po? Kasi ganun ho ang treatment namin talaga sa mga product ng CTR. Now, sabi ko nga ho kanina, pagdating ho sa Toyota, replacement lang din naman ho kami. But makikita ho natin sa aming catalog, we are 21% producing more than the house brand, which is hindi na 16% lang. Ito ho, good example kasi nung pumunta ho kami ng Norte, lahat ho ng taxi nila halos ganito ho, Innova, Avanza, mga ano na, Crosswind, yan. Ganito na ho. So, napaisip po ano po ba pwede namin ipakita sa Baguio na para ma-engganyo sila. So, na-notice namin, meron naman pala si CTR ng pang Toyota Innova na 1GD. Yung bago ho. Yan. So, kung sakali ho, meron ho tayong mga customer na naghahanap po ng kumpara sa pricing pagdating ho sa price, mas mura ho I do believe na mas mura ho si CTR compare with 3.5 by at least 20%. So pwede ho natin i-consider si CTR. Yan. So meron ho tayong good example dito. Ito. Sa mga nakasubok na ho ng CTR, in terms sa design, meron ho ba tayong bad impression o any impression dito sa atin sa ball joint?
Plastic na industry yan. Hindi ka ba nakikita?
Okay. Update na po na sa ho yung ating stabilizer link. Ay, nandun na ho. Malapit na. Okay. So, dito ho sa ating PowerPoint po, makikita ho natin yung nakasanayan na ho natin na merong grease nipple, meron hong castle nut, tapos cutter pin. Tama ho? Sino nakaranas na gumamit mag-replace ng ganito ball joint? O makabenta ng ganito? Halos lahat naman ho, di ba? Sanay na. Sino nakabenta na ho o nakagamit na ng CTR na nylon nut, wala akong grease nipple? Isa. Isa lang. Ay, nataas ka ba, sir? Ganun lang kasi, sir. Mabigat pa. So, ganun lang ho tayo. Actually, meron ho po bang pinagkaiba sa kanila? Sa design, meron. Function. Sa blocking, yes. Pero, kunyari sa function ho nila, may pinagkaiba ho ba? Meron na ho ba nag-complain bakit walang pwedeng ilagyan ng grasa yung ganito? Sino ba? Ano bang concern nila? Bakit walang cutter pin? Baka pwede matanggal ho itong nylon o self-locking? Ako na rin ho nagtatanong sa sagot nakakahiya naman. Talagang busog na busog pa kayo, no? Okay. Simple lang naman ho yan. Ito ay improvement lang from the conventional. Ibig sabihin, ito ay nagiging improvement over the years. Kasi, saan ho po ba manggagaling itong basihan ng CTR? Hindi naman ho sa amin. Again, may sinusundan ho tayong business. Ito ho yung mga OEM. So, we follow what OEM produces. Sila ho nagdidikta kung ano ang gusto nila sa kanilang mga sasakyan. Now, Dahil ho nga si CTR may OEM business, ina-apply na rin ho nila sa aftermarket nila. Now, yung iba meron pa rin ho tayo mga ganito, mga conventional. At itong improvement po meron na rin. Pero lahat parehas lang ho sila ng function. Yung isa naman, hindi naman ho makakapagpalipad. Di ba? Yung isa, ganun pa rin naman ang purpose niya. Wala akong pinagkaiba yan. Improvement lang po siya from the conventional. Same function, again, improvement. Now, ito po, mabilis na video lang para makita natin yung production saka packaging ng mga ball joint ng CTR.
You have a choice to make for your customers. You can sell them a product that will require maintenance and uses old technology, or you can sell them a maintenance-free product that takes advantage of the latest materials and engineering. The choice is obvious. By selling a better product that requires less maintenance for the customer, you will gain their future business and trust. So why do some technicians and drivers think a grease fitting is the answer to better suspension components? For some reason, some technicians still believe that older style replacement suspension parts with grease fittings and metal-on-metal balls and sockets are better than a maintenance-free sealed joint with an engineered polymer socket. But judging a joint by a grease fitting or lack of a grease fitting is not an accurate way of evaluating a replacement ball joint or tie rod end. It would be best if you looked inside the joint to understand why OEMs stopped using grease fittings and why these types of joints are not a smart choice for modern cars and trucks. In 1970, an oil change was called an oil and lube service. While the car was up in the air or over a pit, the mechanic would grease the suspension joints. Greasing the joint did two things. First, pumping in any new grease replenished any grease lost to oxidation because of the heat generated by metal-to-metal contact. Second, as grease is pumped into the joint, it flushes out contaminants, as well as small pieces of the metal caused by wear to the ball and socket. It could be a messy process. Over the next 50 years, the polymer compounds evolved. Material science engineers were able to formulate polymer compounds that can take hard impacts, resist wear, and withstand high temperatures. Automotive engineers saw a potential application for spherical suspension joints. They realized these polymer materials could be formed into sockets for ball joints. With the correct lubricant and surface finish, these could outlast metal-on-metal joints. At the same time, new rubber material and designs for boots were advancing. These boots kept the grease inside and outside contaminants out. Grease also evolved. Old-school chassis grease was often made from oil and natural additives to thicken the final product. Today, average general-purpose chassis grease found in grease guns has ingredients like zinc, graphite, and lithium. But the engineered greases inside a sealed joint are much more sophisticated. Sealed joints will use silicone and fluorether-based greases with additives like Teflon, molybdenum, and other additives engineered at the molecular level. These synthetic greases can eliminate wear to the metal stud and polymer sockets under extremes of heat, pressure, and other outside forces. Do you still think metal-on-metal joints are better for your customers? Here's something to think about: extended oil change intervals. For some vehicles, the factory recommended interval is 7,000 to 10,000 miles. If a ball joint or tie rod end is not lubricated during the oil change, it means a joint will have to go 14,000 to 20,000 miles without being greased. The grease could oxidize or leak out of the boot before the next oil change. This could cause the joint to wear out rapidly. With a sealed joint, the driver could go 100,000 miles or more without any maintenance whatsoever. So, even if you are still loyal to greasable joints, some modern suspension designs do not have room for grease fittings. Even if there's an application with a grease fitting, it might require a special adapter to grease the joint. While some aftermarket suppliers still produce greasable joints, OEMs and OEM suppliers like CTR agree that the reality is that sealed ball joints and tie rod ends are the more advanced product that will last longer. Just like the OEMs, CTR uses engineered polymers for its aftermarket joints. These joints have greater durability and longevity when compared to greasable metal-on-metal joints. CTR uses its 50 years of OEM supplier experience to engineer high-quality polymer joints for the modern vehicle. That knowledge of high quality and technology translates into a genuine OEM quality part. CTR has more than 3,000 SKUs to cover domestic, Asian, and European vehicles. CTR's Asian coverage is remarkable and is worth checking out. CTR's catalogs for suspension parts like stabilizer links, control arms, and bushings are constantly being updated, with new applications announced monthly.
Meron pa po isa.
Moog's Gusher powdered metal bearing design uses a rubber spring. The spring is supposed to keep pressure on the stud so the ball stays in one place inside the housing. However, over time, the rubber spring becomes fatigued and loses its ability to recoil and keep constant pressure on the ball stud. This causes a gap to form at both ends of the ball, and when there is a gap, you've got end play and the stud starts banging around inside the housing. Now the ball joint can't properly hold a vehicle's exact alignment specifications, and that causes tires to wear prematurely. This friction on the powdered metal ball stud causes granules to wear off, and they are extremely abrasive, contributing to failure. Once looseness starts, it gets worse, and the ball joint needs replacing. Another shortcoming in the competitor's two-piece stamped housing is that the design leads to end play. The two-piece stamped housing, bottom seat spring, powdered metal bearing, and ball stud have combined stack-up tolerances that create more opportunity for end play.
So, ang pinapakita ho kanina doon, yung ating mga ball joint, nagkaroon na ho ng improvement over the last 50 years as, quote na lang natin pangalan as Bob. Sabi ho ni Bob, na over the 50 years po na nagkakaroon ho ng improvement. Itong last na video na po pinanood natin, ball joint na nakabaliktad. Basically, pinapakita lang ho yung conventional, bakit nagkakaroon ho tayo ng mga ganong klaseng reaction. Sa 3.5 ho ba, napapansin ho natin, nasaan na yung ating stabilizer link? Okay na ho ba? Okay. So, malapit na rin naman. So, kanina, kasama ho to sa discussion natin Nasubukan naman lahat, no? Anuhin yung kanyang stud nung stabilizer link. Matigas ho ba, malambot? Malambot. Pero, kunyari, kumpara sa 3.5, matigas. Pero ano mas gusto ho? Ano mas prefer nyo ho? Bakit kayo tumatawa? Wala naman ako sinasabi. Wala? Natutuwa kayo masyado eh. Pero seryoso, ano ho po ba mas prefer nyo in terms pag ini-install ang stabilizer link? Mas prefer ho o ang basihan nagiging ganun ho ba? Kung okay ho ba yung matigas? Kumpara sa malambot na stud. Kasi ang pinapakita ho kanina kasi doon, yung kanyang stud, ito ho stud, tapos yung sa yung ball stud, binabahay ho tayo, may bahay ho siyang housing. Sa loob ho nun kasi, ang CTR, plastic, yes. Ito ho ang gamit niya, smooth surface. Itong nasa image ho natin, ganyan ho siya. Kaya kung malambot ang mga stabilizer or kahit anong produkto ng CTR kung sakali ho, dahil may housing ho siyang ganito. Pagdating ho sa 3.5, bakit ho kaya matigas? Kasi ho, ang housing ng 3.5 is metal. Tapos ang ball stud ng 3.5, bakal din. So pag pinagkaskas ho sa isang maliit na, actually wala na ho halos clearance yun eh. Ang tigas ho nun dahil ho hindi pa sumisipa yung kanyang grasa. Kaya ho natin nilalagyan ng grasa para ho magkaroon ng movement. Pag kinabit ho kasi natin ang stabilizer link sa sasakyan, ano ho po ba ang function niya? Di ba ho dapat gumalaw siya? Left or right, okay lang, dapat magsisway din siya. Di ba ho ganun din naman ang purpose ng kumalambot din ho siya? Parehas lang din. Wala namang pinagbago. Iba lang ho ang disenyo niya sa loob. Pero ang function niya is the same. Nawala na ang in-eliminate lang ho natin is yung pag-apply ng grasa. Now, yung pag-apply ho ng grasa, added ano ho kasi yan effort pag sa mga installation. Now, sino ho ba gumagamit ng ganong klaseng business na ngayon? Sino ho ba sa tingin natin yung mga stabilizer link ay wala ng, mga ball joint o mga stab link nila? Diba? Ganito na ho majority. Now, sino ho kaya sa business or gumagamit ng ganung technology? So, ito po, meron ho kami na acquire na Toyota stab link ng Hiace D4D. Genuine ho yan. Ayun ho yung part number. Ulitin natin. Kita nyo ho. Daliri lang naman ang kanya, no? Ang ginamit niya para... Yes. Pero genuine yan. Diba? So, ito ho, clear evidence na meron na rin ho kasi mga genuine. Ganito na rin ho ang technology nila. So, kung nyari, meron ho tayong complaint o experience na ganito, please do keep in mind na ganito lang ho yan. Wala hong ibang nangyayari sa loob ng kanyang stabling. Hindi ho may sira yan. Not unless talagang bumabagsak na ho yung mga, kusa na ho bumabagsak. Wala nang resistance, kumbaga. Now, isa pang item, sabi nga kanina, yung mga self-locking o nylon nut. Ito ho yun, di ba? Nylon nut po. Yan. Hindi na ho tayo gumagamit ng cutter pin. Doon sa unang slide na pinakita natin, kumpara doon sa conventional tsaka sa improvement, ganito na ho yan. Sabi nga kanina ni Bob, hindi na ho natin nilalagyan ng grasa. Kasi pag nilalagyan natin ng grasa, there is a regular maintenance na kailangan gawin, check up. Pero pag sa improvement po, sa mga encapsulated, tsaka sa mga maintenance-free, ito ho ay maintenance-free na ball joint, umaabot ho more than, within close to 100,000 kilometers. Di ba ho? Again, maintenance-free po siya. So, malaking bagay ho pag narinig ng customer, maintenance free. Diba? But again, kumpara naman sa ibang bansang kalsada, iba ang Pilipinas. Tama? Hindi nyo iniisip yun, no? Masyado kayo busog eh. Diba? Kaya inunahan ko na kayo eh. Yung kalsada ho natin, bad trip talaga. Yung papunta pa lang dito, hindi masaya eh. Pero maganda ho yung bayan. Yung papunta lang ho, hindi masaya. Masakit ho na likod namin sa High Ace. Seryoso ho. Galing Startup, dire-diretso rin eh. Ay, Santa Maria. Yan ho. Eto, sino makakapag-identify sa akin ng, para sa sasakyan to? Siyempre Mitsubishi. Anong sasakyan niya eh? ng Mitsubishi. Para maka-start, makapag-ano tayo, makapagbawas-bawas tayo dito. 4422A063. Yes, Mirage po. Kahit po ang genuine ng Mirage na ball joint, sa nylon nut na rin po ang gamit. Pwede po ba natin masabi na ang customer hindi ho nalalaman na itong... Siyempre, customer wala naman minsan ho alam yan. Nagre-rely pa rin naman ho siya sa mechanic natin or sa tindahan, di ba ho? Minsan ho, ang i-offer kasi na ibang tindahan, kung ano meron silang available, kung may cutter pin pero pasok pa rin. Pwede naman wala naman ho ano yan. Pero, ganito na rin ho, ibig sabihin ang ginagamit ng mga bagong sasakyan. Same technology ko. Yan. Now, ganito rin ho ang nasa loob nan. Itong engineered plastic na yan. Itong simpleng bagay na to, yun ho, ang nagpapabigay ng kanyang lifespan na 100,000 or maintenance free. Yan. So, to give out technical, kasi meron ho kami mga na-encounter. Isa rin ho sa dahilan kaya kami pumunta rito.
Yeah. Hello everyone. Yeah. Kungsta po? Kungsta po?
Yes.
Yeah. Today I explain the stabilizer link boards that came out. Before I begin the presentation, let me introduce myself shortly. My name is Mr. Park Yang Won. You can call me Mr. Park and Mr. Nick, N-I-C-K, my English name. I have been work in CTR for 24 years. I worked in the OE department, manufacturing engineering team and design team for 11 years, and in the aftermarket department for 13 years. Okay, let's get started. Before now explain the came out, let me describe the function of the stabilizer link. First, I will show you the video that explains the function of the stabilizer link.
The anti-roll bar is usually a big torsional spring that is shaped like a U. The bottom of the U is bolted to the frame of the vehicle. The anti-roll bar link usually connects the end of the anti-roll bar to an unsprung part of the vehicle, like the bottom of the strut assembly. The anti-roll bar link is normally a long rod with ball joints on each end. Some anti-roll bar links just have threaded ends rather than ball joints. As the car corners, the vehicle's body has a tendency to roll towards the outside of the corner. The anti-roll bar creates torsional resistance so that the roll of the body is reduced. This helps to keep the maximum tire area on the road, ensuring the highest possible levels of grip. It is common for the ball joint sockets and the anti-roll bar links to become worn. When this happens, the anti-roll bar will still function, but will make excessive noise when hitting bumps or cornering. In some cases, the anti-roll bar link can break, leaving the anti-roll bar completely ineffective. Without the torsional resistance of the anti-roll bar, the vehicle will experience more body roll when cornering.
As you can see right the picture, stabilizer link is assembled to the counterpart. One side of stabilizer link is connected to the knuckle. This is knuckle, while the other side is attached to the stabilizer bar. This is a stabilizer bar. Stabilizer link received the force on the axis and radial direction. This is axis and radial direction. The main force is received in the radial direction here. So it doesn't matter if the plug material is engineering plastic or steel, because the force in the plug direction is weak. So there is no need to strengthen the design. Our stabilizer link plug material use the reinforced polymer. What is came out? As you can see the picture, ball stud came out refer to situation where the ball stud separate from each socket in the mating component. When assembled came out, product functionality will be lost. This issue is an important one. I have a question to you. Have you experienced this issue so far? If you have, please raise your hand. Oh, really? What kind of car? Starex? LR issue. Yes. Yes. So, okay. Yeah. I will later explain to install the correctly. Okay. Yes. Next. This page demonstrates the incorrect LH/RH installation. Some engineer make a mistake to assemble the stabilizer link in the wrong direction, which means that they assemble a left-hand product to right-hand direction and right-hand product to left-hand direction. As you can see the picture, if the LH/RH is installed incorrectly, this ball starter will lead to cam out like this. Through the analysis, we found out that the damage occurred only left side and right side of the ball sheet, like this, here. Let's watch the video of the cam out occurring in an actual beaker. If you turn the handle, stabilizer link is moved and then it came out. Next video, you can easily see came out. This point here is just came out. This page demonstrate incorrect assembly order. When assembled, there is particular gap during the assembly. So, and then nut is tightened to the bolster, and then it came out. So when a color came out, as you can see the right picture, found out that the damage is bottom and top of the ball sheet. This page shows the second instance incorrect assembly order. When stabilizer bar is set to the right side, as shown in the picture, the gap occurred horizontally here. If the assembled, this will lead to cam out here. I will show you the video of actual cam out in a beaker. This situation has already been cam out. Load center and bolster center is different. This is incorrect assembly. This section is a stabilizer link installation tips. As seen in the picture, when assembled stabilizer link, the ball stud should be standing straight like this. It shouldn't be bent upwards, downwards, and sideways. I will show you a video of the correct installation process. It smoothly assembled during the install. This is installing correctly. Understand? Yes. Next video is about the incorrect LH/RH installation. As you can see that the ball stud is bent during the assembly. This is wrong, right? Yeah, next. This page provides information for product confirmation. When purchased the CTR product, we need to check 3 checkpoints. First, check the outer packaging. When unpacking the product from the box, you can see the plastic packaging. There are both right and left product. Product is marked like this, left mark. Second, check direction on a product. When separate plastic packaging, you can see that it is marked with the word here, left. If the right product, this is right. It makes it easy to distinguish error. Third, visually check new and old stabilizer link. After uninstall the product, we need to check visually, like welding shape and normal shape, something like that. If you carry out check 1, check 2, and check 3, you will be able to install it correctly. This page is a different section from came out. This page is our CTR's new product. Name is Hybrid Stabilizer Link. Our stabilizer link is used aluminum alloy and reinforced polymer. It was developed using a different material from the existing material and a new process. Hybrid stabilizer link has 3 advantage points. First, it has a better durability than existing product. Second, hybrid stabilizer link have the advantage of being lightweight. Third, hybrid stabilizer link is rust-free. As you know, aluminum alloy and reinforced polymer not allowing corrosion regardless surface damage, right? I will show you a video airlick test comparing our competitor product. Our competitor product can withstand 0.7 bars, and then bubbles occur. like this. But our product can stand withstanding 1.2 bar and without bubbles. Yes, that's all.
Napakahingin natin. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So, bigyan lang ho natin ng rundown na mabilisan lang ho yung sinabi ni Starex. Ito hong issue na to, hindi lang ho sa inyo. Sa lahat ho ng pinuntahan namin, yan din ang problema namin. Masakit sa ulo. So, noong November lang ho namin na-accommodate yung request from a customer. Pinag-demo ho namin sila, and na-notice ho namin, may mali nga ho talaga. Mali din yung, susubukan nila i-apply, pero mali na ho agad. Yung kanan, kinakabit na ho nila agad sa kaliwa. Diba ho? At sikat ho na garage to sa norte. Now, nalaman ho namin kasi ang nagiging reason, dahil sa shock absorber ng 2007, tsaka ng 2007-2014 model ng Grand Starex, tsaka ng 2015, iba na ho kasi ang pwesto nung kakabitan. Iba na ho. Kumbaga, shock absorber ho, di ba? Itong kakabitan. Medyo naka-angulo na ho yung pwesto nung sa shock absorber ng 2015. Ang nangyayari, nababa na to. Ang binibili ho natin na pyesa para sa 2015, para ho sa 2014. Na hindi na ho dapat. Dahil nga ho, magkamukha sa itsura pa lang, minsan di na ho tayo umaasa sa chassis. Tinitingnan na lang natin, parehas naman yan. Diba? Tawa si totoo kasi. Ayan, simple lang ho yung solusyon ho natin dyan. Yun lang ho ang nagiging reason talaga. Bakit? Yung pang Grand Starex na 2015, 2014, hindi ho pwede pagpalitin. Dapat ho, same model lang ho siya. Dahil nga magkamukha, nagagamit ho natin. Dito ho sa CTR, para sa 2007-2014 na stabilizer link, ang gamit ho natin code CLKH38 left and right. Hindi ho natin pwede gamitin yan sa 2015 na Grand Starex na ang kanyang part number ay CLKH63. Yan ho ang kanyang designated na stab link. Vice versa, hindi ho pwede gamitin ang CLKH63 sa 2007-2014. Okay ho? Malinaw ho ba? Kaya, hi! Hello! Buti. Actually, tapos na. May question ho ba tayo?
Actually po, yun na po yung huling slide na pag-uusapan. So, I hope medyo may linaw ang discussion today. At actually, sinamarize